South Korea. Just hearing those two words sparks images of K-pop bands, vibrant city lights, cutting-edge technology, mouth-watering Korean BBQ, and addictive dramas. Yet, beneath these cultural exports lies a deeper, quieter wisdom, one that many Americans rarely notice but could profoundly benefit from today. What if the true lessons America needs now aren't louder innovations or faster progress, but the subtle virtues South Korea quietly practices daily? Community bonds, hard work, humility, respect, education, adaptability, and emotional resilience. Today, we'll explore what Americans could genuinely learn from the Korean people themselves, not from flashy entertainment or advanced tech, but from the quiet daily life of ordinary Koreans. 1. Education. Korean culture deeply values education. Students spend countless hours studying. Families sacrifice significantly. Society invests heavily. Understanding clearly that education transforms lives, builds communities, strengthens nations. Education isn't optional, it's deeply valued, culturally respected, universally pursued. Knowledge is power, freedom, dignity. In America, education sometimes feels optional or controversial. Student debt, uncertain job markets, political debates dominate discussions. Koreans gently remind us education isn't expensive, it's an investment. Imagine an America deeply committed to education, universally accessible, culturally respected, practically beneficial, powerfully transformative. 2. Respect for elders. Korean culture profoundly respects elders. Older people aren't hidden away, they're deeply honored, sincerely respected, frequently consulted. Elderly wisdom shapes decisions, strengthens family values, guides younger generations emotionally, culturally, practically. In America, elderly are sometimes marginalized, loneliness common, isolation increasing, experience overlooked. Koreans teach clearly. Respecting elders preserves cultural memory, strengthens families, deepens emotional maturity. Imagine an America genuinely respecting elders, not isolating, but cherishing their wisdom, including them fully. Strengthening emotional, cultural bonds. 3. Collective strength. Korean society emphasizes community strength. Collective success valued above individual victories, teamwork encouraged, communal bonds prioritized. Individual achievements are celebrated, but group harmony, collective prosperity are deeply important. In America, individualism often dominates. Personal success prioritized, communities weakening, isolation growing. Koreans gently remind us clearly, community bonds build genuine strength, emotional resilience, and collective prosperity. Imagine an America deeply connected, collectively thriving, not isolated individually, but prospering communally, emotionally, economically. 4. Hard work and discipline. Korean culture values hard work deeply. Students, professionals, artists, everyone embraces discipline, hard work, long-term effort, consistently applied. Success isn't accidental, it's carefully earned through discipline, dedication, effort. In America, success is often seen as instant, accidental, effortless, quick wins preferred, shortcuts celebrated. Koreans teach powerfully. True success requires consistent discipline, long-term effort, and meaningful commitment. Imagine an America valuing hard work, discipline, patient achievement, not instant gratification, but genuine success earned thoughtfully, consistently, patiently. 5. Humility and modesty. Korean culture deeply values humility. Success is celebrated quietly, modestly achievements enjoyed without loud boasting, flashy displays, self-promotion. Humility is culturally expected, not weakness, but quiet confidence, emotional maturity, genuine strength. In America, boasting often rewarded loud confidence, self-promotion, and celebrity worship. Koreans gently teach clearly. True strength quietly achieves, not loudly boasts. Imagine an America quietly confident, achievements genuinely enjoyed, humility deeply valued, modesty culturally celebrated. 6. Family bonds. Korean families deeply bonded generations living closely, emotionally supportive, culturally connected, financially intertwined. Family responsibilities prioritized, caregiving deeply valued, emotional bonds regularly nurtured, family gatherings frequent, meaningful, supportive. In America, families sometimes distant, independence valued, generations separating, isolation common. Koreans teach clearly. Family bonds build emotional resilience, cultural strength, and deep belonging. Imagine an America deeply bonded through family, not isolated, but emotionally supported, culturally strengthened, collectively thriving. 7. Respectful communication. The Korean language emphasizes respectful communication deeply. Words carefully chosen, politeness valued, tone respectful, conversations honoring both speaker and listener. Communication isn't casualties thoughtfully respectful, emotionally considerate, culturally meaningful. In America, communication is often casual, sometimes disrespectful, hurried, misunderstandings common, relationships strained. Koreans remind clearly respectful communication strengthens relationships, reduces conflict, deepens emotional connections. Imagine in America communicating respectfully, not casually careless, but emotionally considerate, culturally thoughtful, deeply honoring relationships. 8. Adaptability. Korea rapidly evolves technology, economy, culture, constantly transforming. Yet Koreans adapt flexibly, resiliently, and creatively. Change embraced as strength not feared but welcomed. Flexibility culturally valued, adaptability practically essential. In America, change sometimes resisted. Uncertainty creates anxiety, adaptation difficult, fear common. Koreans teach powerfully. Adaptability strengthens emotional resilience, cultural creativity, economic prosperity. Imagine an America fearlessly flexible, embracing change as growth, thriving creatively through transformation, resiliently adapting emotionally, culturally, economically. 9. Preserving traditions. Koreans deeply preserve traditional cultural rituals carefully practiced, festivals regularly celebrated, traditional clothing cherished, history respectfully remembered, modernity embraced but traditions deeply honored, culturally strengthened, emotionally valued. In America, traditions are sometimes neglected, modernity fully embraced, history minimized, cultural identity weakened. Koreans teach clearly. Preserving traditions strengthens identity, emotional belonging, and cultural pride. Imagine an America proud of diverse traditions, culturally rich, historically conscious, emotionally connected, identity strengthened deeply. 10. Healthy lifestyle. Korean culture values healthy living, deeply balanced meals, nutritionally thoughtful, physical exercise prioritized regularly, mental health increasingly valued, healthy aging culturally celebrated. Life isn't extremes, it's balanced, emotionally, physically, nutritionally. In America, extremes often dominate unhealthy diets, physical inactivity common, mental health ignored, aging feared culturally. Koreans remind powerfully, healthy balance strengthens emotional well-being, physical vitality, and cultural longevity. Imagine in America embracing balanced health, not extremes, but thoughtful moderation, emotionally, physically, nutritionally valuing healthy living deeply, culturally, practically. So, what could Americans genuinely learn from Korean people? Education is essential investment, transformative freedom. Elderly respect preserving wisdom, emotional strength. Community strength building resilience, collective prosperity. Hard work is genuine success earned thoughtfully, patiently. Humility quietly confident, emotionally mature. Family bonds building emotional resilience, deep belonging. Respectful communication strengthening relationships, deepening connections. Adaptability embracing change creatively, flexibly, resiliently. Tradition preservation strengthening identity, emotional belonging. Healthy balance nourishing emotional physical well-being culturally, practically. Korea, despite challenges, rapidly changing world, gently offers timeless human wisdom America could deeply benefit from today. These lessons aren't Korean, they're profoundly universal human truths, quietly thriving in Korean culture. America facing anxiety, weakened community bonds, loneliness, boasting culture, health extremes, could deeply enrich itself embracing these gentle, quiet truths. Perhaps the wisdom America needs today isn't louder, faster, flashier, but gentler, subtler, quieter, patient, respectful, humble, adaptable, emotionally resilient, culturally thoughtful. Perhaps America's greatest teachers aren't politicians, entrepreneurs, celebrities. Perhaps the best teachers are quiet cultures, quietly living profound wisdom gently, patiently, respectfully. Korea gently reminds clearly, real strength quietly achieves patiently. Real education transforms deeply. Real families support each other emotionally. Real humility confidently achieves quietly. Real communities thrive collectively. Real adaptability embraces change fearlessly. Let's embrace Korea's quiet wisdom not culturally but universally. Let's strengthen America with deeper education commitments, elder respect, community bonds, disciplined success, humility, family connections, respectful communication, adaptability, tradition preservation, balanced healthy living. Because perhaps America's strongest future isn't louder innovation, faster technology, flashier celebrities, but quiet, patient, respectful, humble, emotionally resilient, culturally thoughtful, profoundly human wisdom. Perhaps Korea's gentle wisdom quietly endures, patiently teaches, profoundly strengthens. And perhaps this gentle wisdom is exactly what America most needs today. Let's quietly listen, let's humbly learn, let's deeply grow. Because sometimes the loudest lessons aren't loud at all. They're quiet, gentle, patient, respectful, and profoundly, beautifully human.